Alright, what's going on everyone? Today we're playing a competitive deck for ranked. It's a pretty solid deck. The clickbait YouTube title should be "This deck is taking over standard" because it definitely did that for a few days last week. But I thought this deck looked super cool and I love tempo decks, so I have to try it. So if you're not familiar, we're built around Abhorrent Oculus. 3 mana, 5/5, flying. Holy crap, that's crazy. It also manifests every turn at the beginning of the opponent's upkeep. Awesome. The drawback is we cannot cast this unless we exile 6 cards from our graveyard. Fortunately, we don't have to cast this because if we can get this into our graveyard, we can just reanimate it for 1 mana. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And we have return a mana value 3 or less thing again to the battlefield. And this one adds a +1/+1 counter. So how do we get this in the graveyard? And the answer is stuff like Picklock Prankster. The adventure is 2 mana, mill 4, then put an instant sorcery or fairy card from among them into our hand. So the idea being we want to mill over both the Oculus and a reanimation spell, and this will return it. We also have this, draw 2, then discard a card if you haven't attacked. Even if we can attack, if we have this in hand, we want to intentionally play it first main phase so we can discard this, and the drawing can help us find our reanimation things. We also have a bounce spell that surveils, that can help get stuff into the graveyard. We have Moment of Truth, which looks at the top 3. We put 1 into our hand, 1 into our graveyard, and 1 on the bottom of our library. So we're going to put stuff like this in hand. We're going to put Abhorrent Oculus into the graveyard, and whatever goes on the bottom goes on the bottom. We also have Sleight of Hand. Unfortunately, this isn't as good as Consider in this deck, but Consider rotated. But look at the top 2, put 1 into our hand, 1 on the bottom, just some filtering. We also have Founding the Third Path. We play it, and then it lets us cast a 1 or 2 drop spell, which is most of our deck. Basically, we pay 2 for this, and then just cast something else in our hand for free. But then it's going to mill 4, and the final thing is cast something from the graveyard, basically. So, ideally, a reanimation spell. Also note that this deck does play Curate. It's usually Moment of Truth or Curate. Not sure which one's better. Maybe, just for the sake of testing, we'll do 2 of each. Why not? We'll see what that does. I don't know. It's Surveil 2, then Draw. So this lets you look at 3 cards, but only 1 goes into your graveyard. This potentially lets you put 2 into the graveyard. You know what? There's a reason I was playing 4 of these. I like this one better. Forget I said anything. What else do we have? We have a bounce spell, and then we have another threat in the form of Hadijin, which is going to have power equal to the number of sorceries and instants in our graveyard, which we have a lot of because we're milling a lot. Oh, and we have bounce and removal. But the idea is mill, reanimate these things. They're huge, they're flying, they take over the game, they win the game very quickly, and we can get these out super early. So, yeah, let's play the deck, see how it does. Well, this is awkward. We got the Oculus in hand, 2 reanimation spells. I think we try it. It is definitely not perfect, especially since this does have read ahead, so we can just skip the spell thing. Wow, and then we got 2 of these. Really, really weird hand, huh? Opponent's playing black-white. Hadijin. Alright, we're gonna play this. We're gonna go straight to mill. Mill 4. Okay. This is terrible. Need a blue source. Liliana. That is actually perfect. Please make me discard. Oh no, they made me discard, guys. What are we gonna do about that? That's a pretty huge help. Thank you, opponent. And now we get a free card. It's actually not free, but I think we can probably just choose a sleight of hand. There's definitely an argument to be made. It's not free, by the way, but there's definitely an argument to be made that we take the draw discard to get this out of the hand. But I'll take this to get another land. And we'll play a recommission. Grab this. It's a 6/6, and now we manifest. They can kill it, that's okay. So I prefer to take lands, because the more spells we have in the graveyard, the bigger Hadijin is. We're not going to flip this either way, but putting spells in the graveyard is good. Nowhere to run. Okay, that's going to kill my token. Not a big deal. We get lots of those. Target player sacrifices a creature, that's okay. Sure. Alright, let's play Helping Hand. Right? Is this correct? Helping Hand. Return this. Let's play a land. Play this. Autopay. It's a 5/4, so we have 10 power now. Let's see if we hit a creature. We get another Haughty Djinn. Perfect. So they could kill one creature. -2. Kill another. But we're guaranteed to have a Haughty Djinn. Only 2 mana. So they can't play 2 removal spells, most likely. Guess they could have a cut down. Okay, that's fine. So this is the Reanimator deck. Do they have anything in the graveyard? No. Discard. Oh no, what am I gonna discard? How about this Oculus that I want in the graveyard anyway? We're going to... Let's Sleight of Hand first. Picklock Prankster's fine. Let's, that was a mistake. I can't flip this now. Whoops. Yeah, that's a bit awkward, huh? Let's play Moment of Truth then, in that case. Autopay. We'll take the bounce spell. That actually seems fine. This can go in the graveyard just because I'm bottom. Okay. So we'll do 5 here, 8 here. We won't attack with the 2/2. Which probably tells them it's a creature, right? Because we'd be happy to just trade it if it wasn't. I will take it. We can flip this, by the way. We don't have to, this is only on casting. The drawback. I guess there could be a board sweeper here. But we have mill, so I'm kind of okay with it. We can potentially get another reanimation spell back. And the opponent's dead. No board wipe, because they... Nope, yeah, that's it. I played that poorly, I think. Especially on that last turn. I think I could have killed them if I didn't play the Sleight of Hand. But, yeah, that's what the deck's doing. Even fumbling and playing like an idiot worked pretty well. Alright, this is much better than last game. We'll play Sleight of Hand turn 1 here. No removal for Red Aggro, notably. Alright, Sleight of Hand. Removal or reanimation. I need both of these. I think I have to hedge my bets here and take this in case we're playing against Red Aggro. It is a blue land. It is the same deck, potentially. I would say likely. I think we're going to play Founding of the 3rd Path. We'll stick on 1. We'll play Moment of Truth for free. We'll take... I guess we could take this now that we know what we're playing against. We'll put this in hand. We'll put the spell in the graveyard. That's fine. Makes the Haughty Djinn a little bit better. Blue-white. Yep. Looking like the same deck. Soul Partition. I've seen some decks playing that. Well, I think we're just going to play our Djinn. This is much different than the blue tempo deck where you have to protect Djinn, right? You don't want to play Haughty Djinn on turn 3. You want to play it on like a... Interesting. You want to play it on like turn 5 and have protection up, but we don't care about that. So let's kill this. Autopay. We know they don't have board wipes. So, see, this is a perfect example. I could attack and draw 2, but I want to discard. So I'm going to do this first main phase, discard this. Then we're going to play this. I'm doing all this first main phase because all the spells are going to make the Djinn bigger when I attack. Attack for 6. It's a weird deck, right? Because it's this weird blue-white deck, but it kind of requires you to play stupidly. Like the... Nice, okay. Yeah, the Haughty Djinn deck, the blue tempo deck, you have to play that smartly. You have to know what you're doing. You have to understand how to protect Haughty Djinn. This deck, it's the exact opposite. You want to play sorcery speed, first main phase a lot. Yeah, it's very odd. We're 2 for 2 though. I will say that, I say this in like every tempo deck video, but I always just, there's something about tempo decks that I just always feel good playing them. And I do get comments on my tempo deck video sometimes of people being like, oh, I tried this deck and I couldn't win with it. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, even when tempo decks are like tier 3, I always feel like I can win with them pretty consistently. We are so dead. We're not going to win this one. Nope, we're dead. There's no way. We don't have... Okay, we have a turn. So, I don't think we worry about Haughty Djinn. I think we worry about finding removal. None of those are removal. This helps us find removal though. So we'll take this, put this in the graveyard, put this on the bottom. Well, let's hope we don't die this turn. We probably won't. I don't have the delay line, so we're probably safe for now. But we'll see. There's the hero. Okay, I think we're dead. I think we still just lose to this. But this deck is just broken. So our only chance is finding the 1-mana bounce spell. We're gonna do this. We have 2 copies in our 49 cards. So not likely. We do find a removal spell. It's a turn late. So I guess we're playing a tap land and see if we die. Even if we're not dead, they're gonna deal like potentially upwards of like 10 damage here. And then I die. Oh, it's the mouse build? That's less scary. I mean, it's 8 damage. In order to kill this, I have to take another 4. If only this exiled. So I'm going to 8 here. Sure. So we'll play this, we'll crack it. Island. We play this as a blocker. They know we have Get Lost, so that's not a surprise. We're gonna see if they target Heartfire Hero either way though. This would be an okay matchup if I got the Oculus pretty quick. Because the manifest triggers, I gotta do this now. Yep. So that dies, I take 4. Yep. Down to 8. They went through their combat, so I don't have to worry about that. Yep. They get... That's not good for me. What is this, a 4/4? Do I have any creatures in the grave? No. Hodigen. So, pay for 1. And then I can draw, discard, and get another. But it's tapped either way. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. I think I'm just going to attack, draw 2. Alright, draw 2. Bounce spell is so good. Okay. Alright, we have a chance. We're at 8, but we do have a chance. Shock. Okay. Shock. Okay. Heartfire Hero. Sure. And then we... Should we do this now? No, we let this resolve. Alright. We're gonna bounce this. Double strike sucks. I gotta block. Yeah, I gotta block. Doesn't feel great. Especially since they have so many cards and so much power. Okay, so I could play a 6/4. Yeah, it's probably just a 6/4. We'll play this. And then we'll mill 4. See if we find another bounce spell or something. No, not quite. This is the one that enters tapped, which really sucks. But I'm gonna do it. Alright. Yeah, they can give it double strike, and then they can pump it, and I don't kill it, right? If they pump it with anything. If they pump it with Monstrous Rage, that was exactly what I was afraid of. It's double strike and trample now. So we probably lose here, right? Yeah. Dead. So Red Aggro, still a problem. That was not the most competitive build, but opponent played it very smart, right? They didn't overcommit. Okay, hand is fine. Are we going first? I think we are. That's exciting. Probably play a tap land turn 1. I don't need a... I mean, sleight of hand would be nice, but I think Moment of Truth turn 2 is probably better. So play tap land here. Blue-white. Alright, could be the same deck again. I think I'm actually going to play this tap land, play sleight of hand. Moment of Truth is great. I think a removal spell is necessary, though, just in case. Is it the same deck again? It might be. I think it seems likely. I think I'm fine just running this out. Let it get hit with the Get Lost, if they have one. Ossification, that works too. Alright, well, let's see if we can reanimate this turn. Oh my god, we're a land off, unfortunately. But I will take the reanimation spell, I'll put this in the graveyard. And if I had drawn a land, yeah, we could do that now. Well, let's do this. I would take Picklock Prankster. Alright, we have recommission next turn. The opponent taps out for like a Hodigen, that's kind of okay. They do nothing. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna not do this. Negate? Fine. So we'll mill 4. See if we find another reanimation spell. We do not. You find another, we get to respin, I guess. Got 2 removal spells though, so if this is a mirror match, which it's looking like, it's not a mirror match. This is not a mirror match. Well, we're gonna recommission. Get this. Killing this does basically nothing. I might just play this, to be honest. This is okay. Manifest Dread, get the creature. So we can flip that next turn if we want. Okay, this is the Enchantments deck. This is fine though. And it kind of sucks, but it's also kind of fine. I would definitely take this trade. Not with that one. With this one. It could have flash, pump it. That's okay. Yeah. I'm kind of okay with this. Not particularly upset. So I think I'm flipping this. Then I'm killing this. It's got ward 2. I'm not killing that. I'll just attack for 5. Let's mill first. See what we hit. We get a reanimation spell, which I'm taking. Nothing to reanimate, right? No, we have a Hodigen. Is that worth it? I suppose so. Let's get a Hodigen. I will take 4 here if they attack. Yep, that's fine. Okay, play a land. I'm actually going to attack first. See if we can draw a removal spell. Nothing? Alright, we will try to kill this. Have to pay the ward. Negate. Okay. So we will try to kill this. Pay the ward. Now it dies. And now we have 18 power. So down to 5. I will take this one. It doesn't matter. Nice. This deck. It's so fun to play. I like it a lot. Okay, this is... I mean, it digs. If the opponent's playing Red Aggro, we lose. They're playing black, okay. So I think we play this. On 1, we play Moment of Truth for free. Wow, nice. I will take Sleight of Hand. Put this in the graveyard. This goes on bottom. Alright. We've got the reanimation spell ready. Opponent's playing black-white though, so that's a problem. Oh, they tap out though. Great. So now we're guaranteed to get a Manifest Dread trigger. Alright, nice. Play a land. I'm just gonna do this. I know I'm doing this, so let's just do that. Sleight of Hand. Ooh, both of these are nice, but I'll take the reanimation spell. And I think we should just go right into getting another threat. It's already 6-4. Turn 3. Look how much power I have out. I'm gonna have 14 power on turn 3. That's crazy. Not at the same time, it looks like, but that's okay. Alright, take this. We definitely trade because this deck with this card is going to benefit from just having a board, so I don't care. Alright, trade. Is there a pump spell? I don't care if there is. Alright, nice. Okay, well, we drew a recommission. We're going to cast... Since I drew recommission, how many... I only have 1 creature anyway. But this one's free. I should just do this because it's good card advantage. Autopay. And then Sleight of Hand. Yikes. Bummer. Alright, we'll take this. I guess I just draw 2 this game. Do this. Draw 2. Not bad, I guess. Alright, Manifest Dread. Removal spell. I have the reanimation spell in hand. Ooh, I'll take that. So I'll do that next turn. I'll flip it. If I draw an untapped land, I can flip this and still reanimate the Hodigen if I want. I don't draw an untapped land. Well, we're going to turn this face up. We're going to play a tap land. Going to attack for 10. And now, opponent has board white mana. We're at 5. I will take the creature. And I will take... Neither of these matter. If they have a board wipe, though, I do have another reanimation spell. It's okay. If I have a way to get a counter on this, I don't think so. 5 mana. Is there a deadly cover-up? There is not, so we win. I believe we win. We will just attack all. Could have animated the bird. Alright. That's another win. This deck is sweet. I love it. 10 out of 10. Alright, that's a quick look at this deck. Only a few quick games because, I mean, it's an established deck. You've probably seen a bunch of other people playing it because it's a good deck. It's really good. Tempo decks can be complicated, but this deck didn't feel difficult at all. So this deck gets a big thumbs up from me. I've lost to it a lot over the past few days, and I gotta say, it feels nice losing to something that's not mono red, so I kind of feel okay about it. So that's Oculus, or Blue-White Tempo, or whatever this deck is being called. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.